What's up, guys? Bullfire the Fair-Handed here, bringing you the Art of the Object 140 Part 2. Here we are on Malinovka. Rain, standard battle. The greens have spawned in the northwest corner. The reds have spawned in the southwest corner. Now, guys, you've seen this before. I typically like to go to E7 in a medium tank. The Object 140 is no different. The idea here is you're going to go to the middle. You're going to spot the guys going up the opposite hill there at, say, easy grow. And the idea here is for the rest of your greens to fire on their column as they head up the hill. Now, some problems you will run into if you do not have a sizable contingent of greens pushing the hill. Nobody's going to shoot what you light up. It's happened before. It will happen again. Please believe it. Also, if you don't have a decent contingent of guys pushing that hill, once the reds get on top of the hill, they will begin to fire on you from above, and there's little to nothing you can do about it. This is the point where you will leave this flank and search for new cover. Now, right here behind this bush, this is a perfect spot. Of course, you're going to end up being so close to the reds at this point that the bush is going to be of little help, because it takes 3 seconds approximately, I believe, for camouflage more or less to kick in, bushes and the like. I think so. Don't quote me on that. That's what I heard. Anyway, moving on. Now, right here, we're just kind of rolling back and forth. We're kind of just trying to keep people light up without exposing ourselves too much. We don't really want to take rounds. We want to let the greens shoot some of these reds. We want to give them a chance to get some rounds on target. We've got a hearse coming up there. We're going to try to take a shot at him. He must have dipped behind a rock or what have you. Now, we're being very cautious. We're not roaming out too far. The hill is very active right now, as you can see. There are a number of reds up there. There are more greens up there. Of course, more reds are most likely on their way. The hill in this game is a major point of contention. If you run the hill, you end up running the map. That's something you need to be acutely aware of, is when ownership of the hill changes hands. If it's contested like it is right now, you're okay. But you need to be very acutely aware that, if the reds take ownership of the hill, you need to get out of there immediately, because, it's essentially a medium is there to run around and make trouble, as long as the reds have someone else important to shoot at. The second they don't have anyone directly in their face to shoot at, they are obviously going to start shooting at you. And that is when you need to say, hey, I need to get out of here, or else they're going to roll on me. And roll on you they will. So, and also, you need to be ready in case somebody crosses the field or makes a move there at, say, F5, comes across there, the little bottom area. So you need to be very cautious. You need to have good situational awareness. That way you can kind of keep tabs on anything going on and put rounds. Kind of do a little area denial. If somebody gets shot 2 or 3 times, well, they're not want to go in that area anymore. Unless, of course, they are YOLOing. Then there's not really much you can do about it. I know you've all been YOLO'd. It sucks. What can you do? Pick another tank, just like everybody else. So, and you'll notice that whenever things change for the top, as you can see right there, we own the hill. The hill is ours now. Now would be the time to take more steps, because you have an idea where they're going to be. They're going to be spawn camping. They're going to be posting up in the buildings right there. They're going to be shooting out down our right flank there. As you can see, the tank in the bottom bottom left hand corner of the screen there on the mini map. So you have to be aware of where they are going to go if they are pushed out of position. And that is it. They're just going to post up. They're going to try to fire at the greens as they come down the hill. And you need to go ahead and plan for that. You need to go ahead and be ready to put rounds on target. We've got a couple of fast movers here trying to burn across the field there. Ended up connecting with him. And this gun is not about, just straight shutting people down. This is the type of gun where you're going to die from 1,000 cuts. That's the best way to explain it. This isn't the E100 750 a shot. You know, this is the guy who runs up in the subway and shanks you 3 times type of situation. Because if you look at the DPM wise, especially the Hundo 750, you know, reload 16, 17 seconds. In 15 seconds or 16 seconds, this thing can pump out, what is that, 960. So average DPM, this thing can definitely pump out more rounds with a higher penetration and a higher accuracy. And then you kind of have to sit back and ask yourself, why am I running a heavy tank again? So just food for thought. Object 140 is an excellent choice if you decide to somehow change up your game and start running fast Russian mediums. It's an excellent tank. I highly recommend it. It's very versatile. It's the Lex Luger of tanks. It's the total package. So as you can see, the Reds are they're burrowing in. They're digging in. You know, they're not going out without a fight, which I highly recommend. I'm kind of in the middle here. I can shoot at either one. The middle is not a place where you want to light someone up. If you've watched any of my Bat Chat videos, it clearly states you have to have an exit strategy. In other words, if you spot somebody and you're in the middle of the field, you need to get to cover before you need to just, you know, you want to start opening up on them. Because what's going to happen is you're going to fire, you're going to get spotted, and then he's going to turn and shoot you. And getting shot here at Boulevard the Fell-Handed's House of YouTube is not what we're trying to do. So we're trying to put rounds on this guy right here. You know, once again, dying from 1,000 cuts. I can almost reload this gun completely by the time his turret makes a traverse. You know, like a 90-degree traverse. Excuse me, that was like more like a 180. But at any rate, you know, they're on their last leg. We're trying to finish them off right here. We're putting rounds in them. End up bouncing around there. Just like I said before, don't ever count on rounds being bounced. It's not going to happen. You just, you know, you need to go ahead and just come to terms with that. Guys, thank you for watching the Art of the Object 140 Part 2. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share.